Here's something that may strike your fancy. How about 700 horses of supercharged American V8 power?
6 gears of speed and acceleration, turning 20-inch wheels, wrapped in aggressive rubber, putting it all to the ground.
Massive brakes that could stop the world from turning. When you hit that loud pedal, you know the beast has been awakened.
The best part about this 2016 Mustang GT is it could be yours. All you gotta do is click on the link below to put your name in the hat.
Want to know more about how we built our Mustang? Check this out.
It's time for a new project.
So it's out with the old Mustang and in with the new one. Well, it's not brand new. It's a 2016 Mustang GT. It's got that 5-liter Coyote under the hood, 6-speed manual gearbox. This thing is going to be plenty quick and fun to drive, even in stock form. Not only that, it's a lot more refined than that 81 Cobra. Now, we've teamed up with EBC Brakes on this build, and we're going to be installing some better stopping power, of course, but more power under the hood as well.
We've done these laser etches especially for you guys in Detroit Muscle. And this particular friction material here is our new RP1 grade, which is a full race brake pad, not to be used on the street at all, purely for the racetrack. I think for this build, we're going to supply you with our yellow stuff brake pads, but we're also going to send you a set of these because I'm sure you're going to track the car at some time in the future.
I hope so. Well, that takes care of this. This is awesome, but come over here. Tommy's got something we want to show you.
Great. So, Tommy, what have you got for us today, then?
We have a few renderings here of what your car could look like, and you may love them or you may hate them, but either way, it gives us something to kind of go on, and I hope you like them. I know we do.
Wow, look at that. That looks amazing.
Anything you don't like about it?
I love all of it. Look at those wheels. They're stunning.
Now, I know it's a lot to take in, but we got a few more for you. Now, the white helps to brighten the car up a little bit, but it could be too much. It all depends on the person.
I think I prefer the stealth look, Tommy. I think the one before is just a little bit stealthier.
All right, we'll keep going. Yeah, this one goes to the 2-stripe on the hood and on the nose of it.
And the more you look at this one, the more I'm liking this one, actually.
I believe we got one more.
I think that's the one, Tommy. That's the one. It's a stealthy look. It's the right colour wheels. EBC brakes in the centre of the windshield. The 2 flags blend in nicely. I think it looks perfect.
You'd go with that one just the way it is.
Absolutely. I love the Detroit Muscle in sort of silvery grey on the. I was going to say the bonnet, but you say the.
We'll call it a
hood.
Wow, you even did my accent. That's a pretty good job.
While you were gone, we got the intake manifold off, we got the front fascia out of the way, and we drained the coolant. So you might be able to guess what we're getting ready to install.
That would be a supercharger. I want to introduce you guys to Nick from Edelbrock. Man, you brought us a table full of goodies. What we got?
Thanks, Tommy. What we have here is our all-new Stage 2 supercharger system for the 2015 through 2017 model year Mustang GT. Now, this system features our latest 2.65-liter TVS supercharger, which has our dual-pass 3-core intercooler technology.
So what kind of power does this thing make?
Good question. It's going to take that Mustang from 435 horsepower up to 750.
Wow, and this thing's still 50 state legal?
Absolutely. This Stage 2 system is 50 state legal and backed by Edelbrock's 3-year, 36,000-mile powertrain warranty.
Now, I know this kit's pretty easy to install. What's first?
We're going to install this tensioner bracket right here, and I'll show you how it works.
We'll get the supercharger prepped by installing the factory O-ring gaskets and get the new fuel rails assembled. We need to get the new injectors lubed up and installed in the rails as well.
You about ready, boss?
Yes.
Is it heavy?
A little bit.
You all right?
Yeah. Oh, there we go.
Sir.
That's it.
One final thing that we need to do is install our airbox up here under the hood. And then we can move on to recalibrating that computer and we can fire this thing up.
We just finished up that supercharger install under the hood.
And it's doing a really good job of forcing the air in, so now we need to address where it comes out, that exhaust.
So in order to accomplish that, we went to Borla. They spend a lot of time engineering their exhaust systems to get rid of the bad exhaust tones like drone and enhance the good ones. The new mid-pipe goes in first and attaches using the factory band clamps. We'll get it supported with a pole jack and move on to the lead pipes. Once they both get installed, we can get the mufflers hung. All of this stuff just bolts into the factory location, nice and easy. Now we can start getting it adjusted and getting the clamps tightened. Let's get it back on the ground to hear it growl. Here's what it sounded like stock. And here it is now. This is the Ford Performance Mustang Track Handling Pack. It comes as one single part number and we got it from Summit Racing. It's going to lower the car about an inch, so it's going to make it look better, but more importantly, all of these components are made to work together, so it's going to improve handling both on the street and on the track. Summit Racing offers several of these handling kits from Ford Performance. This one happens to be the same one that came on the 2016 Hertz Shelby, as well as the 2015 to 17 Shelby Super Snakes. This stuff is all direct bolt-in, so installation is just as easy as teardown. It even utilizes the factory sway bar links, which will get reinstalled and tightened. Well, that's it for the suspension on the front. Now we need to move to the rear, and it's not quite so simple. Now it's time to put everything back together, starting with the spring. This stuff just goes back together the same way it came apart. Well, that's it for the suspension. Now you can see we need some brakes. EBC Brakes is a premier name in brake pads and rotors, and they have been manufacturing brake components for just about anything with wheels since 1983. Just recently launched their EBC Brakes Racing division, which focuses on big brake kits and components, which are researched and designed in their center of excellence and then manufactured with a focus on quality and performance.
We've used EBC brakes on several of our builds in the past, and a while back, whenever we kicked off our EBC Mustang build, we showed you these goodies. But one thing we haven't shown you are these jewels right here. This is EBC Racing's full floating two-piece rotor. Their design allows the friction ring to expand and contract during extreme temperatures that can occur in racing conditions or under heavy usage. Now, the first step to installing this brake kit into our Mustang is slapping on these brackets. This bracket is specific to our Mustang and will adapt the EBC caliper to our hub. Once it's tight, it's time for the rotor. We'll get it snug down so that we can install the caliper and shim it if necessary. It just bolts to the bracket with 2 bolts and gets tightened down. And then it's time for the pads. These have the stainless steel backing, but they're actually lined with the yellow stuff compound. The install on this was pretty much straightforward. The last thing we need to put on is these flexible stainless steel brake hoses. These install with a couple of banjo bolts, and the front brakes are done.
Whoa, we really love how our EBC Mustang turned out, and it looks amazing with all the new upgrades and the graphics giving an aggressive look, and those EBC calipers really pop with our new wheels and tires. And with everything buttoned up, now we only have one thing left to do.
We're here at the NCM Motorsports Park here in Bowling Green, and we've got James from EBC. We finished up our EBC giveaway Mustang, and we're going to stretch its legs. You excited to see this big thing?
I can't wait to see it in the flesh.
Well, I guess we better open that door.
Let's have a look. Wow, look at that. Mark.
What do you think?
Man, we can't give this away in the sweepstakes. It's too
You
nice.
know a guy?
It's too
You know a
nice. I need it.
Mm.
This is amazing. Those stripes, mate, the brakes. The wheels are fantastic. Love it. How do you the brakes feel, Mark?
Man, I was like not even half a pedal.
They're good.
And we haven't even warmed them up yet.
That's way better than stock, isn't it?
Unbelievably better.
It's the best of everything. And we've tried to keep that price point right for the consumer as well.
Right? Tommy and James are trying out the new EBC Big Brake Kit, testing out the new calipers and pads.
I love the straightaways though. You know, before you give it away, we may need to do a little more track time with it between me and you. What do you think?
Yeah, but let's not tell anyone, hey?
And what's neat too is kind of like the car we put together. This car, you can take it to the track, take it to go get groceries, drive it back and forth to work.
Exactly that.
It'll do all of them.